Sorry, I look very, very sweaty and tired. It has been so dadgum hot. So hot. The humidex was over 40 this week, almost every single day so far. Today was no exception. We had a little bit of rain this morning, which set the tone of that heat, right? And then it got sunny and hot. Woo! I just finished cooking. This has been one eventful week, I'm going to tell you. My oven element inside the oven, like, literally exploded on me the other day. So I'm without an oven for the last week. I've been cooking outside in a little Wolfgang Puck small little like toaster oven and the barbecue, which I'm not mad at, but it is a little bit more work, and going back in and out. There's so many mosquitoes since it's moist that I don't want the baby outside. So going in and out, it's been tough. There's a lot going on. The chickens, well, one of my chickens started laying eggs this week. We have had 5 eggs in 6 days, which is pretty bloody awesome. I'm so excited because I've worked so hard to get them to this point. We got them as day olds and been babying them and loving them and loving them and loving them and taking care of them and building this coop and feeding them and learning and researching and doing. I'm a newbie, so it's been a lot. It's very rewarding to go in there and see an egg every day. Even if it's just one of them laying right now, I am not mad at them at all. They've been getting all kinds of treats this week. It's twilight. It's a beautiful sky. I don't know if you guys can actually see it. I'm here in Niagara where hardiness zone's sick. That's awesome. Wish I had fresh. I know, right? I've been saving them in the fridge so that I could like really actually make something. This morning, my mom and I had 2 of them like over easy. Delicious. Little tiny little pullet eggs. Bless her little heart. And the funny thing is she's a Spanish chicken. She's a Minorca, a very rare chicken. And she's supposed to lay white eggs. And yet she laid little golden eggs, which is very funny because my neighbor actually helped me build my coop. He's a builder. And the running joke, because lumber and everything costs so much this year since of COVID, the actual cost of the coop is like double what it was last year estimated. So the running joke is that my chickens better lay golden eggs, and did she lay golden eggs? So that's kind of funny. But yes, she's supposed to lay white eggs, but she's laying golden eggs. And even the lady who bred her, she's a purebred Minorca. And she's shocked that she's having brown eggs. But anyway, she's got little golden brown eggs. What else has happened? Oh, I've secured windows for yet another side of my greenhouse. So the greenhouse would be a lot of money if I had to build it all at once. If it was a full frame, if it was all glass windows and the whole 9 yards, it would have cost me an arm and a leg, and I wouldn't have been able to do it. The simple fact that I got it as a carport frame, with the tarp that ripped off in the winter on us, I reassembled it in the backyard, and I put poly, and I put bubble wrap, and I put more poly, and created a greenhouse. So every year I try and embark upon a new project on the greenhouse to try and finish it off and make it look a little nicer and make it a little more functional. So this past year we put a nice, like a French door on. This year we got a screen door, and I put another door in the front that's actually functional. Excuse me, there's so many bugs. It's been so moist out. My friend has secured me 12 beautiful windows. So I'm going to get them at a very discounted price. Someone's removing them from their house. And I'm going to save them for next year's spring project to do one whole side, possibly both sides. We'll see how big they are when it actually is all said and done, and get both sides of the greenhouse done. The 2 long sides. So that's pretty awesome, which also means we're going to have to put up a proper frame, and that's great because that's kind of what I was hoping for. I didn't want to have to be stuck with this metal frame forever. So it's actually looking a lot nicer every year. What else needs to be done in the coop? I need to do a concrete pad in the front at the end of this year, before winter. just so it's easier access, easier cleaning. Sorry, I'm having a glass of wine. I needed one today. What else? I got to paint all that wood. Some of it's not pressure treated on the screen doors, so that definitely has to be done before it deteriorates too much over the winter. I'm going to make sure that the staples are very secure. I know a lot of you probably think I'm out on a farm somewhere, but I'm actually in the suburbs. I've got neighbors all around me. I have a nice sized lot. I've done a lot with it to make it a suburban homestead, to produce food, to produce all of our necessities, our medicine, our food, and make a little money, hopefully doing so. That's what homesteading is all about. And yeah, there's a lot to do still. I always have projects running in my head, right? Running in my head. So you think I'm on a farm, but I'm not. But there are a lot of farmy type jobs to do, simply because we're farming. That's what we're doing, best of our ability. What a beautiful night. What else? Another friend of mine who has been participating in some of these workshops with us that I'm going to tell you about. We're 2 days out from the JAHealing workshop this weekend for self-sufficiency in gardening. Come to me with your questions. Please take this seriously. Look, we're about to go through it again. All of this, I know, C-word stuff, I don't want to say it because social media cuts you off when you start talking about it. But everything that's happened this last year, if that hasn't opened your eyes as to what could happen and what could happen quickly, then you need to wipe your eyes because it's very clear and apparent that the system could just fall out on us, and it has, and it's failed us. And I hate to say it, I don't feel like our best interests are at heart. So we need to make sure that we're a little less sufficient upon the system that they're providing us with, and a little bit more sufficient with ourselves. Grow a little bit, at least some of your own food. Try and grow some natural healthy medicines, herbs and root vegetables and things like that for the fall. You still have time. The summer is only about 4 weeks left, 3.5 weeks maybe, of official summer, but we still have quite a bit of growing season. And if you're planting strategically, you can still harvest a lot. You can still plant a lot. Get those cold hardy vegetables in. You can get all kinds of leafy vegetables, mustards and kohlrabi, and, well, maybe not kohlrabi, mustards and cabbages and kale and carrots and beets and radishes and things like that. Things that are a little bit more cold hardy. Get them in. Get them in now. You'll still have a beautiful and fantastic, wonderful harvest. All kinds of leafy greens, Swiss chard. I'm not sure if you guys can, if you're warmer than me, I'm a hardiness zone 6. If you're in a zone warmer than me, you could still eke out some beans, bush beans. Get the bush beans in, quick. I've planted my beans. Mine are actually doing amazing. I know it's been hot, but I think they sense the end of summer. And they're growing phenomenally. Look at these pole beans growing up. This is on my back porch. Look at them. They're so gorgeous. I love coming out here in the morning. Everything is so lush right now and prolific, but I know that means that we're also nearing the end of summer. We're almost at the end, man. I've got a lot to harvest. I've got a lot to do still. We still have some construction projects I need to get done. Well, I want to get done so that we're ahead of the game for spring. I was saying, you may think that I'm on a farm, but I'm on a suburban homestead. I'm in the suburbs. My neighbors are all around. However, we have predators. We've got skunks, we've got opossums, we've got rats, we've got squirrels, we've got cats, we've got hawks, eagles come through here, all kinds of things. I have this ridiculous black squirrel that keeps coming back. Wasn't even scared of me. I was in the run today with the girls. It wasn't even scared of me. It was on top of the run. This squirrel has tried to figure out how to pop the staples on the back where my chicken hardwire cloth is. So I got to make sure that that's secure. It's eye-opening. You wouldn't think that we have predators like that, but we do. In fact, my coop is more secure than many people I know who live out on farms. They let their birds free range, and the birds just kind of sleep, some of them in outdoor kind of coops that are like accessible to predators. Here, I just can't. It would break my heart if something happened to them. So I'm making sure that they're as safe as possible. That's my number one concern, is making sure that they're okay. Second concern is making sure that this greenhouse is sound for the winter, because I put my tropicals in there, and I'm going to have a source of food. I'm going to have a source of vegetables and herbs and things like that in there going as long as I possibly can keep them going. And then everything else gets stored in there and survives until spring, when the sun starts coming out and it starts getting warm. I do have a small space heater in that greenhouse, and that has made a world of difference of me being able to get a lot of my plants outside instead of putting them all in the house like a jungle over Christmas. Although it feels nice in there, it's all lush and green. It's just too many plants, and that's good. It's a good thing, right? If I can keep them out there happy, then I'm ahead of the game too. So I can hear this squirrel rummaging around, and you know what it wants? It wants my umbrella. We have a patio umbrella that's kind of like this Hawaiian faux straw looking umbrella, right? And look at, it's picked off a whole bunch of the strands. It must be nesting, and that's what she wants too. So she'll jump up here on these rungs while we're sitting on the patio. She's a crazy squirrel, I'm telling you. She's not even scared. It's bananas. Anyways, that being said, I'm looking at a sea of food. I'm looking at a sea of green. I'm looking at a lot of work, but I'm seeing food, and I'm not mad at that. And that was the goal. So now, to finish this, I need to get it haul it in. So from start to finish, come ask me questions. Find out if you want to know if things are viable, if this is a lifestyle that you guys can manage, if this is something, hi girls, if this is something that you guys can do, if that you can make happen, if you and your family can endeavor upon being more self-sufficient. That's it. Guys, I can't stress to you enough. I just want to answer your questions. Come join us. We have a lot of fun. We joke around. You get all your questions answered. I'm not just speaking at you. I'm answering your questions. I'm showing you around. I'm telling you my experience. I've been out here. I have been researching. I have been in the dirt for years and years and working on this permaculture system and homesteading and food forest ideas. Look at this. It looks like I'm in the jungle. I am in a suburban jungle. And I love it. Cheers to me, I guess. What does Snoop Dogg say? And last but not least, I want to thank myself. Yeah, I've sometimes I walk out here and I just see so many jobs and so much to do, and I'm hard on myself. I'm the daughter of two parents that were very hard on me. My dad was a mechanical engineer. He was so much a perfectionist, and he demanded excellence and perfection in everything that I did. And I see that in myself every day. And I'm hard on myself. I look out here and I'm just mad at myself that I haven't done this, I haven't done that, that has to be done, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. I have a whole running list of things that need to be done all the time. But if I just come out here like right now to talk to you guys, I never really get a chance to just look. It's not bad. I did my job. And if I know that I can provide food for my family, and we're not going to go hungry, and I can do something when someone is sick in the house, and I know what to do and what to use, and I've got it outside. Sorry, it makes me cry because it's been so much work, and it's been so much effort, and it's been so many tears and sweat and hard work and research and years, and people thinking I'm crazy and doubting me. But to be a part of JAHealing and them being so full force behind me with what I'm doing, it just is encouraging and inspiring, and people coming out of the woodwork to join us who are of like mind and who are thinking the same way. Aw, thanks, man. Who are thinking the same way and who are feeling the same way about being worried about providing. I have a 3-year-old. She looks at me. What if she looks at me with hunger in her eyes? Like, how do you deal with that if you are unable to get the essentials that you need? They say we're going to be 5 times worse than it was last year at our ability to get essentials this fall and winter. Fall and winter, you're up shit's creek, man, if you haven't prepared, if you haven't planted, if you haven't done something about this problem. What are you going to do? Ask me questions, please. I just want to help teach you what you can do, what I've done. I've done it, man. I'm looking at it. It's here. Every year I hone it. Every year gets better, but I know what to do. And if I can do it in hardiness zone 6 here in Canada, where we have a very short growing season, I know y'all can do it wherever the heck you are. Definitely can do it. So come ask me questions about greenhouses, about hoop houses, about covering your vegetables, about fall gardening, about how to start plants. I'm going to teach you how to mix soil, what to put in your soil to make your stuff grow faster and easier, and what you need. A plan as to what to do with your yard. You want to use all your usable space. Mind you, last week we had someone that came that wasn't about food. They just wanted to grow things prolifically that were aesthetically beautiful and she could make happen. She needed some vision. And I can do that too. Absolutely. But don't think I didn't give her ideas for food and herbs and medicine and flowers that were edible and wonderful and perennial. So she was happy for that. And I think it kind of opened her eyes as to, wow, I can do both. It can be aesthetically beautiful and be usable. Even if you don't use it, give it to someone. Donate it. Give it to your food bank if you don't want to do it. I mean, if you have space, make something happen. It's exciting. Every day I come out and I'm like, what can we do different? What can we do? What can we do that's exciting and fun and wonderful and it's going to be useful and functional and fantastic. And it's a lot of fun too. Come join us. Check out JAHealing.com or check them out on social media, on Instagram. Sorry, it's really bright. That's my security light. On Instagram or Facebook, JAHealing, and pre-register for our workshop. It's going to be on Saturday, August 14th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. My time, it'll be 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And we're going to have fun. It's coming out. Be there, be square. Anyway, I just cooked some fabulous pork burgers with baked home fries and nectarine salsa. Everything came from my garden except the pork, of course. The zucchinis, I did grilled zucchini, cucumbers and tomato salad. And we're going to go chow down. So I hope to see you there Saturday. If not, tune in. I'm here. This is what I do. Okay? We'll see you soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Be there or be square. Aw, thank you very much, Matt. Yeah, I'm excited. Everyone looks like they're pretty hungry. I think they're waiting on me, which is very kind of them. So let's go eat. And I hope that you guys had a great dinner. Be a champion. Ask me questions. Join us. JAHealing. See you Saturday. Bye.